when it comes to allegations that the media stereotypes and sensationalizes news reports that comes to women and gives more prominence to women that have done wrong, what would be your comment on that and the bearing that it has on the mental well-being of women?
Okay, looks like I might just be unpopular after my comment. But look, it's a conversation and this is an opinion. When we look at portrayal of women, I'll give an example of when there is a dispute. I think this is a favorite of many. When there is a dispute, often the person you see shouting or the clip that comes out is of that woman, but we don't have the background. Can we, if you're going to give us that, sit us down, carry us through the whole story and tell us, oh, okay, it's because this man had done this to this woman, she had been provoked, and this is where it's coming from. But we only see a snippet of when she has lost her marbles. And that's what we go with. And if a man has done something wrong, it's portrayed in a comical way. And even if it's a societal ill, it's not as hectic as a woman. And I am not a feminist, but I'm not a radical feminist. Saying I'm not a feminist is incorrect. I'm not a radical feminist, but I do believe that there are certain ways we can portray issues that affect society and not look at it as a woman thing or a man thing, but portray it as a human thing, as a societal issue, because when you think you are idolizing a man, you're actually harming the society. That's communication. Those are nonverbal cues that we see. Oh, okay, so the man has been put on a pedestal. When you are showing the vulnerability of a woman and making that into a headline and selling so much, you've also sold the dignity of that woman and any other woman that stands to read, see, watch, hear what that issue was about. So our media is largely patriarchal, largely. And I would like to think there are more men's stories out there than there are women's stories. But when they do come out, especially when they involve a woman, the spotlight is on the woman and not on the man. And what this does to the mental health of a society, to the man you're saying, this is okay. We flagged it out, but you know, this is how men are, and it's fine. To the woman, you're saying, it's almost like you're constantly poking a woman and you're saying, you're weak, you're weak, you're weak, because that's the message. Sorry, I grew up watching a lot of cartoons. I still do, unashamedly. And I don't know if you've seen how cartoons will repeatedly, like what I just said, you're weak, you're weak, you're weak. Yes. And you know, your mind will uncontrollably, randomly just start going, you're weak, you're weak, you're weak. And you know, it's funny, we laugh about it and then you think, oh, that cartoon that I watched. But this is now a reality. It was that story that I read. It was that video that I watched. It was that voice note that I listened to that was released. And despite us saying 18 and, you know, we put a red sign on it and censorship and whatnot, but this is the mind. I am going to be curious. I am going to open it and I will read it. So the question is, why should it come out in the first place?